Good morning, Joe here with my mid-morning coffee and some cars to talk about. So I got a bunch of recolors and one treasure hunt to add to the Ignition Diecast master set. But there's some clarification that I have to provide, some learning that I did yesterday that I have to impart upon you today regarding this King Cuda casting. The Hot Wheels wiki is probably the best source of information for Hot Wheels history and at least about castings and which how many times it's been released and when it was introduced and what the number was and stuff like that. But sometimes it's misleading. Sometimes they have straight up false information. And in this case, it wasn't quite false. It was a little misleading. It took me some deciphering to figure out what exactly was going on. So to review, the King Cuda Hot Wheels casting was introduced in 1970, and there was a chrome club kit version, and there were 8 different colors or so, at least known colors of paint. And then that was it, 1970. It was not seen again until 1998, 28 years later. And at that time, here's where the Hot Wheels wiki is a little confusing. It says 100% Hot Wheels was the reintroduction of the King Cuda, and it shows a picture of a blue car similar to this with no graphic or no number on the side, just straight up blue. And that actually came in a 4-pack, a 30th anniversary commemorative 4-pack with the Nitty Gritty Kitty, Light My Firebird, Heavy Chevy, and King Cuda. All 4 had exposed blown engines. And so I don't know if that's considered a 100% Hot Wheels or not, but it was basically, it's for sale in various places called the 30th Anniversary 4-pack from 1998. So that was actually the reintroduction of the King Cuda. And it was the same casting. The way you can tell is that as a metal base, the side pipes are part of the base, and the front bumper and grille are part of the bottom metal casting. And it generally has a different color interior, a plastic interior piece. So the 70 versions, the 1998 versions, and then the first few after it was reintroduced in 2002 were this original casting. Like this one was the first one. Yeah, this was the first one after 1998. This was the 2002 Redline Club version, and it's the same metal casting as the 1970 version. So that continued until 2018, when the very first of the new tooling came along and started being made in Malaysia. So the first one of those was the King Cuda, the black checkmate King Cuda. The reason that the Hot Wheels wiki is confusing is because they have a picture of the 30th anniversary 4-pack car, but they say 100% Hot Wheels. So if you look at 100% Hot Wheels on, say, eBay, for instance, there's a gold one and there's a Zamac one, and they do say King Cuda on the front, but they're not actually King Cuda. They're a casting that would very quickly become known as the custom Barracuda. It's not the King Cuda at all because there's a closed hood. And the King Cuda, the first tooling and the second tooling, both have exposed engines. So real quick, just to finish this up, the new tooling has a plastic base and is a little narrower and a little smaller than the original casting. And like I said, the original has a metal base which continues on to the bumper and the grille and the rear bumper. And the new tooling has a plastic base, stops, and then there's a chrome piece that it represents the front, the engine, the interior, unfortunately, and the rear bumper. Someone probably knows what this style of construction is called, post and post or post and tab or something. But So in my opinion, the first tooling was way cooler than the second tooling, and it didn't happen until 2018. So there's about, if I remember right, 8 of these, and quite a few of these if you count the classics in when was it, 2007 or so. There were like 6 different colors released in the classics series of this first tooling. So my intention, if you care, I'm going to collect both. I'll probably leave the 1970 release for last because those are likely to be pretty expensive. But I did order the 1998 reintroduction from the 30th anniversary 4-pack, and then I have the first few from 2002, and then I have quite a few, probably more than the rest of the new tooling. So I'm just going to keep them all together for now, and then maybe divide them up if I run out of space or something like that. But so that's what I learned about the King Cuda. There are 13 Plymouth Barracuda cars releases by Hot Wheels, so it's pretty confusing. It may take me the rest of this year to acquire just the King Cuda, which has about, I don't know, 30 something releases. So I'm going to focus on it, and I'm not going to spend any money on anything for my own collection until this is complete. So focus, focus, focus. The rest of the day, this video for today, is these 6 main lines for the Ignition Diecast Archive, Master Set, whatever you want to call it. All of these are recolors except for the treasure hunt. So here is this Hollerback. We saw it in yellow. Here's teal. I don't collect these. I have no information about these except that I don't think we've ever sold one. We give the yellow ones away because it's kind of a extremely unpopular casting. And so now there's another color. And this, I don't think we have any more in stock. This might be the last one. El Viento in the second color. The first one was like a greenish blue translucent top. This one has a translucent red top. And it comes off. Because I found them laying, hold on. I found them laying in a box. It does. There it goes. There's the car without the top. Here's the top. Snaps back on. Doesn't viento mean window in Spanish? Explain. Please tell me. The HW50 concept in purple. I thought I'd opened one of these. We talked about this somewhere. But I checked and it's not checked. Maybe there's 2 in the archive now, but who knows. So the first one was olive drab, and this one is purple with the Ed Roth style Ratfink graphics eyeballs. Not a bad car. I think maybe what I did is I stuck one of these in my surf crate box for now because it's this, what do you call, coupe, open front wheel, coupe rod type thing. The Hot Wheels has done quite a few of these, and I do like them a lot. But the only one that I'm officially collecting at the moment is the surf crate. And I'll get to that after I'm done with the King Cudas. The Cupra E-Razor, second color. First one was purple. This is an electric Spanish car company, I guess. Never heard of it until I saw this Hot Wheels casting. So now we have matte gray. And it's not bad. It'd be cooler if it was a Honda, but I know nothing about Cupras. This may be a completely badass car. No clue. Hey, and then a Batmobile. This one, I don't even try to keep track. I just know this is the second color for 2025. It's 5. number 5. And the first one was black. And now we got a blue one. And I think it's already been released in black with different wheels or something. I don't know. The only thing that Hot Wheels does more than Batmobiles is Fast and Furious cars. But must make them a lot of money, so they keep doing it. Ta-da! And then lastly, the Chill Mill, which is a reasonably popular treasure hunt. Yeah, I'm going to open this one, but every one that I've found or came in a case sold pretty quickly. So figured I better grab one for the archive before they're hard to find and got to buy one on eBay or something. Where's the symbol? Oh, there it is. See it? Right there. And is this an ice cream truck or an ice maker? I guess it's like an ice cream truck, a hot rod ice cream truck with bottles of soda in the back. It's not terrible. It really isn't. Does this do anything? I guess not. Looks like the back may have opened at one point. And now that they're cost effective, that no longer does. Big white walls. And that's it. I'm going to finish this cup of coffee. And then probably at lunchtime go out and check some stores and make sure they don't have any Hot Wheels. Because that's what I do these days. I go drop by stores to make sure they don't have any Hot Wheels. Because fear of missing out is the only motivating factor at this point. Because I never actually find anything.